Hi Cancer, welcome. It's time for Love in the Full Moon. It's a general love reading, so take what works, leave what doesn't. Messages are for the greatest and highest good. So let's see what's going on. Boy, all kinds of things are happening. So you're starting to see somebody with a new eyes. I think you're finally starting to see somebody for as they really are. And that's going to help you move on from a relationship that I think you have been holding back your true emotions. Yeah. So it's like once you start to see that this person that you are involved with really doesn't have your best interest in, and you can start to heal from all this pain, you know, because they didn't have your best interest. Because if they had your best interest, you wouldn't be talking to me now, would you? So, I mean, there's this real need to walk away and, you know, stand your ground. So some of you, that's what you're doing, because you've been hanging on to somebody who has not been available to you emotionally. You know, maybe they're there when they come home, they sit there in the chair, they come home from work, but they don't really talk to you. I mean, they're present, but they're not here. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, they're in the room, but they're not talking to you. They don't even feel you. So I think it's time for you to get out of your head, start to process things in a more clear way. Quit playing some games. I mean, this is one of these things that's been going on for a while. And I think you're done playing the games. You're done with all of this stuff that comes up with this relationship. I mean, it's been heavy burden you've been carrying, and you've been trying to make it work. But it's almost like something comes out, you know, that helps you move on. Yeah, there was a secret. I mean, there was a lot of game playing. There were a lot of secrets. I think on the surface, things look good, but beneath the surface, things weren't so good, Cancer. Oh, my goodness. All right, let's see. What else do we have for you? What's sitting above you? Trying to see if a card will come out. So it sits above you. Is where I think you start to come out of your shell. I think you start to come out of your shell and you start to listen to what it's going to take for you to find your grounding, to find your stability. You know, you're not going to play games anymore. You're tired of feeling like you've been left in the dark. I think you're moving on. Yep. Because you don't want to play house with someone who doesn't want to play house back to you or with you, so to speak. Yeah, I mean, you're not going to try to make a relationship work with somebody who, like, you can just feel that emotionally they're just not present for you. You know what I'm saying? Like again, it's like you're in the same room, you have dinner, you don't talk to each other, you just exist. You know, well, existing without any kind of connecting, you know, isn't gonna bring you any happiness. So, I mean, you're waiting for this tower to fall because I think you're at that point where you're making a decision. You're making a decision. You want good things in life. You don't want to be kept in the dark. You don't want to not be spoken to. You don't want to be walking around like you're on thin ice here. I mean, this is a page of wands. I mean, you might be getting a message. You know, I mean, it's getting louder and clearer. You know, it's like this person just doesn't care. This person just doesn't care. Every time I try to engage in something, they don't care. So you're dealing with somebody who is emotionally shut down. Yep. Interesting, some of these. I have another card that is flipped up. Let's see what it is. So interestingly enough, comes out the Hierophant with the Six of Wands reversed with the Ten of Cups. And it's like, this is a relationship, I feel like, if you are not married and you're feeling this disconnect, you consider yourself lucky. And if you are married, I think you're wishing for a little bit of freedom. Because you're not feeling the connection between you and your person. And you're not sure really what to do. But you're at a point of making a decision. Because if something is not working for you, you know, if you're not feeling, you know, the connection, I mean, go get counseling. You know, if you guys really want to make it work, go get some help. And if this is one of these things where this person just is never going to commit because emotionally they're shut down for their own reasons, maybe it has nothing to do with you. Yeah, I mean, you're really questioning your future with this person. Because you're existing together, you're not really being together. So there's a lot of conflict around your happiness here in this relationship. A lot of conflict. Because again, you're just not feeling it. And they don't want to hear it. They think life is great. What's the problem? What's the matter? I'm here. What do you want? What more do you want? You know, it's that kind of energy. Well, that's painful. That's painful because you feel like you're being ignored in this relationship. And you're the one that's not feeling very good. I can't help but feel like you might be involved with a Taurus. Could be anybody, but I keep picking up Taurus. All right, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. What else is going on for our Cancers? Yeah, I mean, you're ready for some real communication. Whether it's good or bad, you want communication, period. You want to talk about how you're feeling and why you just don't feel like you matter. They come into the room and they're probably going to argue back, well, what's the matter? I come home, we have dinner, we go to bed, get up, we do it over again. That's not what you want. You want substance. You want something more. You want to be engaged with your person. And that's what they're not getting. All right. So, Four of Wands comes out. So I think there is an opportunity for you to clear your way. You know, there's an open door waiting for you when you make a decision. You know, but you have to decide what you want. Okay, because if you don't want this relationship, freedom is yours. It's on you. You're hanging on to something that you don't have to hang on to. And if you do want to hang on to it, then I would suggest getting some counseling, you know, to turn this around. Because you're feeling very unsettled and you're running out of ideas. It's like you're not real sure what you want to do. And you don't want this to end. So you're going to have to make some kind of effort to make it work. Either you or them. So let's talk about love. I think maybe that's where you need to start. Honey, do you really love me? Yes or no? And then have that honest conversation. Because I feel like you need to know. You want to really know what's going on. And if there's something else going on and they're not telling you, you want to know that too. You do. You want to know whatever it is that is holding the two of you back from having a really healthy relationship. All right? So that's what I have for you, Cancer. You know, I feel like you're in a position of advantage. I mean, it's one of these things where it's a hard conversation, so don't be surprised if there's a little bit of resistance of like, oh, I don't really want to talk about this now. If you really need to talk about something because you're really concerned about your relationship, you know, you need to talk about it because you're worried about this happiness because you're not feeling it with your person. You guys are existing, do you know? You're existing. So I think it's time for you to fight for what it is you really want. All right, so let's start with that, huh? So that's what I've got for you, Cancer. I hope this resonated. If it did, great. If it didn't, that's okay. Take what works. Whatever works is going to work for you. So whether it's counseling or just a real heart-to-heart conversation with your person, just do it, all right? You've got nothing to lose, nothing to lose. All right, until the next reading, bye now, and I'll see you